Giudice gives honest thoughts on Teresa reconciling with her brother. There have been multiple reports about Season 15 of Bravo's The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Now, ahead of any official announcement, Teresa Giudice has made it clear that she wants to reconcile with her brother, Joe Gorga, and his wife, Melissa Gorga. Recently, her ex, Joe Giudice, weighed in. Giudice interviewed with US Weekly in November 2025. Regarding his ex-wife patching things up with her brother, he said, "I know they met Saturday night." The former Real Housewives of New Jersey star continued, "I mean, at the end of the day, it's still her brother." He added, "It's her only brother. Besides that, the cousins don't speak, which isn't right." Giudice then told the outlet, "At the end of the day, you know what? I mean, get over it, because it's like, what are you gonna do?" Giudice recently shared an update on his career. The Giudices announced their separation in 2019 after both had been released from jail. It was finalized the following year. He currently resides in the Bahamas and has been open about his desire to return to the United States. The former housewives' husband appeared on Giudice's Casual Chaos podcast in August 2025, providing a career update. He said, "I am working on construction. I'm getting a lot of things in the works with construction. And I'm just waiting on a couple of big things to come through, and hopefully they come through so I can get back into the real estate business." Giudice continued, "I would love to get back into the real estate game out here because that's what I love doing. And I mean, the real estate out here is very good. I could definitely see myself getting back into it out here for sure. And even if I'm allowed back over there, stateside, I'll definitely be here working with real estate. You know what I mean?" She says she wants peace with her brother. Prior to Giudice giving his thoughts on his ex-wife reconciling with Gorga, she revealed why she decided it was time to bury the hatchet. While talking to Page 6, she said, "Not because I'm worried about getting back on the cast, because it is what it is." She continued, "If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. My whole thing is I want to be a good example for my children." Giudice also spoke about finding peace. Regarding the future of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, many fans are hoping for an announcement at BravoCon. Joe Giudice is watching the latest chapter of the Giudice-Gorga family drama from afar, but he still has strong feelings about the possibility of Teresa finally reconciling with her brother, Joe Gorga. After years of tension that exploded during Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 13 and led to the Gorgas skipping Teresa's wedding to Luis Ruelas, even a hint of peace between the siblings is big news for Bravo fans. Entertainment Now +1. From Joe's perspective, the feud has always been heartbreaking and confusing. In past conversations, he has admitted he never really understood why things became so toxic between Teresa and her only brother, stressing that it doesn't make sense for a family with just one sister and one brother to be this divided. Entertainment Now. With Teresa signaling she's ready to move on and take steps towards softening the rift, Joe's reaction is a mix of realism and hope. Entertainment Now. On one hand, Joe knows better than anyone how deep the wounds go. He's seen years of arguments, on-camera blow-ups, and accusations that went far beyond normal sibling bickering. He understands why fans are skeptical that any reconciliation will last, especially after public comments from both sides about forgetting each other and going their separate ways. Entertainment Now. On the other hand, Joe has consistently emphasized the importance of family. From his point of view, if Teresa and Joe Gorga can find even a small path back to basic respect, especially for the sake of their parents' memory and their children, then it's worth trying. He also knows that time and distance have changed things for Teresa. She's remarried, he's building a life outside the United States, and the old battles over loyalty and alliances don't carry the same weight they once did. So when he weighs in on Teresa reconciling with her brother, Joe's thoughts are blunt but layered. He doesn't pretend that a single gesture, gift, or conversation can erase years of hurt. He understands that both sides have made choices that kept the feud alive. But he also seems to recognize that holding on to bitterness forever is its own kind of prison. If Teresa and Joe Gorga are genuinely ready to let go of the past, Joe appears cautiously supportive, hopeful that, this time, any move toward peace is real, healthy, and not just another temporary truce for cameras and storylines.